Welcome back into my office. I'm Brian, and you're here with me so that we are able to examine another item which is historically interesting and worthy of our inspection. It is from the middle of the 19th century. It's in the original plain paper covers or wraps as issued in France, in Paris. I'll show you here. We get into the title page like so. It's the Memoirs of the Institut Royale of France, or the Royal Institute, the royal publisher in Paris, the imprint. It's 1846. These were issued, I believe, biannually or twice a year. This one is of particular interest for us because of the long, in-depth presentation of Denderah, along the Nile River, the temple that was found and described here with plates. And I'll just gently roll the first few text block signatures like so. The spine, you'll notice, because it's paper, has creasing and some separations. This is typical for this type of binding. This was not intended to be a permanent binding. And what's interesting from a modern perspective are these plates depicting, for the first time really, this important pictographic stone sculpture, I believe is what it is, of the zodiac, found on the ceiling, I think it is, at Denderah. And so here is a sort of bird's eye view cross-sectional diagram of how the temple survives. This zodiac here, I believe, was removed from the ceiling and is now in Paris. Oh, gee, that's pretty something. They just took it right off there and brought it back with them. It's an amazing thing. And so here is further plates for that. And let's go like so. You'll see here, it's of course all in French. There's more here about Denderah like this, and we get to another plate like so, another large folding plate like this. There's another view of the zodiac. It may well be the same one or a variation. And I'm no expert on Denderah, but I am slightly familiar. If you go to Wikipedia and look it up, you will see a synoptic overview of everything you could want to know in a nutshell about it. And here is the original presentation of the findings. And these are large folding engraved plates. This work is fairly scarce. We did come across a cache of these bound volumes some time back. And believe it or not, there were actually more than one example of some of them. And so this is how rarities survive. They're just rare in general, but every so often there'll be a cache of them sitting somewhere that come onto the market. And so that's what we were fortunate enough to encounter at that time years ago. And these have been sitting in storage, the ones that we've been bringing out and presenting and offering. And in fact, we've sold a couple different ones already. And so if this particular one interests you, it is available now online from me, Brian DeMambro.